Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and this is Around the World in 30 Days and Stash Dive Tuesday, where you take just a couple of things from different collections and different things and mix them all up together so you can get those loosey-goosey things that are sitting around in your desk used. I have these two postcards that I want to document, and one's from Spain and one's from France, so I think that Around the World is fair. This is a Paper Studios paper, and I was pointing out that it's from 2016, so I've had it for a minute. This is Simple Stories Going Places, and I do have a stencil from that collection that I'll be bringing in. This is Travel Stories by Echo Park, and I'm going to use a couple things from there. And then this one right here is Pack Your Bags, and this is from Cartabella. And I think I'm going to use one or two things from there. And then here's two different ones, and I'm not sure I use anything from both of these, but I know I use at least one. And this is Old World Travel, and this is Cartabella. And then this one is Transatlantic Travel by Cartabella. And so I got lots of different sticker sheets. I did get them in one collection, one little pack, like a travel pack. And then I have all of these scraps that I want to use at least one of, because that's the goal for 2022, so use a scrap on every layout. So I have plenty of papers and these kind of stickers so that are going to definitely work for Stash Dive Tuesday. And then I have these two little tags, and these came from the Scenic Route or the Scenic Route by Echo Park. And then I have these travel collectibles by Kaiser Crafts. And then these Scrapberry Around the World little stickers. And then I have these Jolie's, and I'm thinking I'm going to use that passport. And I thought I might try and use everything, but I don't. And then these are from Paper House Productions, and I've got a plane, a globe, and an Are We There Yet? And that's all that's left from that collection. And then here's that Simple Stories Going Places stencil. And with that stencil, I want to use this stencil butter. And it's ocean blue and turquoise, and I think these colors are gorgeous. And this is TCW, the Crafters Workshop Stencil Butter. So I have all of this stash, which totally works for Around the World as well as for Stash Dive Tuesday. So I am really excited to document these two postcards, but I don't want to lose what's on the back. So I took a picture and then I printed it, one of each of them, and I put it on a 4x6 and trimmed them down so they'd be a little bit smaller. And of course I'm covering up my address because, well, y'all don't need to come over and visit. So I've got all my papers and my stash, so let's see how this goes. Now, let me just say, I am not neat. I'm also going to say I'm new to working with pastes and butters and all of that kind of stuff. And I have abused this stencil, and so there are parts of it that are flipped up in places, so it's not going to be the most clean pull from the stencil. So first I start with that gorgeous shiny blue, and then the teal color, the turquoise. And I do love the way it turns out, but I'm just saying it's not the cleanest stencil work I've ever done. But like I said, I have bent the little circle in the middle up some on a few of them. And so when I pull this up, you're going to see a few that are filled in the little spot where it shouldn't be. And I'm okay with that. It's fine. When you're working with mixed media, you can't expect perfection. And some of that gets covered up and some of it doesn't. And it's okay because I love the way this layout turned out. So I just put it all over the place, and it is shiny and I absolutely love it. I'm going to show you some close-ups of it, and then I'm going to kind of move it around down where the light is hitting it better so you can see that it is shiny and gorgeous. I love it. So then I have my two postcards and the other side of the postcard, and I cut this Paper Studio paper, and I thought I might be able to fit both of them on one 12 by 4.5 inch strip, but the postcards are just under 6 inches and it doesn't give you a very big border, and I kind of wanted a little bit more of a border, like a 1/4 inch. So I use one for the postcard from France, and then the other part of that paper I trimmed, I use for the other side of the postcards. And then I pulled this one out of my scrap stash. So here's my scrap for the day, or for this layout. And that is a postcard from Spain. And I have friends from Spain, and this friend was in Spain and then went to France and sent me a postcard over the summer. And I was so excited to get them, but I didn't want to lose what was on the back and the note she wrote me. So I thought, well, I could put it to where it flaps, or I could put it in one of those pockets that flaps. No, that's not what I want to do. And then I thought, I'm just going to take a picture of one side and then document the other. And I felt like documenting the postcard picture on the front would be best, and then her words on the back on these smaller pictures would be good. And I really do love that. I will do that again in the future because I have tons of postcards from my dad that I definitely don't want to lose. And I've tried to think of some fun ways to do that. So now I've thought of this and I love it. So I have both of my postcards matted, and then both of the pictures of the other side matted. And I didn't want the one to be right on top of the other postcard because it's the same paper. So I move it, and then I want to fill that gap. And this is pretty much going to be a sticker and embellishment sneeze. Like I put embellishment all over. Not to where you can't see all that awesome color in the background, but enough to where there's not really gaps between things. Like it's a big cluster in the middle. And so I am pulling right now from that Kaiser Craft Collectibles travel, and from that I pull out a postcard. I pull out a little thing that says by air mail, and I think there might have, and a little envelope. I pull all three of those things out of there, and those tickets all came out of there. So now I know I'm supposed to only do 2 things out of each collection, but it is what it is. And I thought, if I could find a way to use the things I want to use, then I'm going to do that. So it's okay. It's not a hard and fast rule. It's just I'm bending the guidelines a little bit. So I have used this Paper House Production sticker sheet, and I am putting everything on here that I want on this layout. And so I take everything off so that I was trying to get a feel for what I could fit on here and be happy with. So I took it all off, and now all the things that you see right now are attached, and I have put them down. I put them down with my tape runner, as well as with some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, because it's going on that mixed media. I wanted to make sure that it had enough stick on top of that mixed media, because there is some texture for sure, because it's raised from where I used that butter. And I put the airplane up there in the sky, and there's not going to be anything else right there. I'm going to put like that little banner is going to be up near it, but not touching. So it kind of leaves that whole idea of the plane in the sky. And I like that. And I'm just really tucking things here, tucking things there, covering any gaps between like a sticker or an embellishment. And then I was trying to find a place I was happy with this little banner. I thought if it came down from the top, it'd be cute, but then it didn't look right anywhere. And then there was really nowhere to put it coming from the side. So then I decided I was going to put it up here, and then put this little España embellishment from that Scrapberries. And this says it's exquisite embellishments for scrapbooking and card making. It's like it's epoxy stickers is what these around the world stickers are. And I used 4 of them. So see, again, I'm kind of like bending the rules. I just, there were certain things that I found as I was going, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. So So the one, like I said, that I'm putting down right now with some adhesive, it says España on it. And of course, this top postcard is from Spain, so I wanted that up there. And while she wasn't in Paris, I did use the little tag from the scenic route, or scenic route, however you want to say it, that says Paris, just because it's France. And I don't have anything from this place, A-N-N-E-C-Y. I don't know how to say that. So the other thing I found was this little, it's like the airport board that has the different flights on it. And it says Madrid on there, which I know is where my friend flies into when she goes to Spain. And so I put that on there, and then I'm going to grab an arrow from that Scrapberries Around the World epoxies, and I'm going to put that down pointing to the Madrid. I mean, Paris is on there, but I don't know if she flew into Paris. I just know she flies into Madrid when she goes home to visit her family. So I put that there, and then there's a gap above that, and I put this one that says Adventure, and I think that came from that transatlantic travel from Cartabella. And so I wanted to make sure that I had all the different colors that are on here, that there was more than just one of them. So I have orange in 3 places, I have green in 3 places, I have black in 3 places. Like, I've kind of spread everything out to where it's giving you that triangle of, you know, the colors. So it draws you in to the postcards and everything. So I am really excited. And then I almost shared this close-ups and realized I had an empty tag hole, a naked tag hole, and that is unacceptable. So I pulled out some enamel dots, and then I made 3 clusters of 3, as well as covering both those tag holes. So here is the close-ups. I love, love, love how this turned out. I'm so excited to be able to document these postcards that my friend sent me this summer, and it makes me very happy. And so and I love using up all this stash because I have a lot of travel stash, and I obviously don't travel because I'm documenting like Buc-ee's gas station and Walmart and things like that. So, you know, it's fine. So that is my Stash Dive Tuesday and Around the World in 30 Days layout for Tuesday. And I am really excited for the next couple of, we're halfway through the month, which I cannot believe. So I hope y'all will check out all of those who are hopping along below. And also, I hope you all will come back and see me very soon for another Around the World in 30 Days or all the other fun layouts. Have a great night and happy scrapping.